Hi, so I'm going to be doing a little anchoring exercise with you today. This is so that when you get into a negative state of mind or a not so positive state of mind, that you can actually change that through anchoring. Okay, so if you are ready to make changes on an unconscious level and have conscious awareness of them, then continue watching this video. Okay, so if you've got pen and paper with you, I suggest that you use it today, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through the old beliefs, the old actions, and the old results. So more than likely the stuff that you're doing right now and you're believing and you're thinking right now, which are affecting you, and it's not in a positive, resourceful state. And then what we will be doing is we will be going through the new results, so how you want your new state to be, your new beliefs and your new actions, and then we're going to anchor it all together. Okay, so first of all, can you write down on a piece of paper for me your old or current beliefs? The ones that aren't doing you any good right now. So they could be things like, I'm not enough, I'm not loved, I don't belong, I don't believe that I can do this because of blah, blah, blah. So just write those down for me. And then in a couple of minutes, I want you to write down the actions that you took because you believed that. So what did you do because you believed those old beliefs that you have, which are not doing you any good? Okay, I'll just give you a couple of minutes. Okay, and what were the results, of those actions and those beliefs? Like, how did you feel? What happened? What were some of the things that didn't go right for you because you believed that and you did those actions and you made those decisions? All right, now we're going to talk about the state that you want to be in. So the more positive, more resourceful, more, more actionable state. Ones that will now serve you. Okay, so can you write on a piece of paper for me how you want to be, like how you want to feel? What are the emotions that you want to come up? Like whether it's joy, excitement, love, happiness, peace, contentment. What are those emotions that you want to feel? Okay. And what are the things that you want to be doing which will make you happy? What are the goals? What are the, what are the dreams you have? Write those down. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to tell me about so write down for me a new belief. So for every old belief that you have, which was not resourceful and which was negative, I want you to write down a new positive belief that will counteract that. So if it's, for example, I'm not worthy of living a happy life, then you would change that to I am worthy of living a happy life. Okay? Now, once you've done that, I want you to actually pick out a symbol or pick out like an object, or even just find a piece of, your body which you don't normally touch. But have that ready, because I'm going to get you to close your eyes shortly and I'm going to step you through the anchoring technique to be able to change the negative state into a positive state. All right. So if you can touch whatever it is, or envisage for me whatever it is that that you want to anchor on. So whether, for example, it might be, I don't know, a piece of your shoulder, then touch it. It might be your ring, then touch that. Or you can imagine a symbol like, I don't know, a peace symbol or something like that in your head, right? Now, I want you to close your eyes while you're actually touching and imagining those things, and put into those things the positive feelings and the positive resourceful thoughts and the positive beliefs that you just created and wrote down on that piece of paper. Just imagine them going into whatever it is that you want to be anchoring in. And as you're doing that, breathe deeply and slowly. If need be, go back to a time when you had all of those positive thoughts and those positive emotions, and things were going really well for you, and feel those emotions. Go back into those emotions. If you can't remember a time, then move forward in time and imagine how you want your life to be, and what emotions you want from that, and what positive beliefs you can use from that, and what positive lessons you can bring into that from those past beliefs that you've had. All right, just keep breathing and just imagine that past event, or imagine that future state. Now just pick one really strong, positive emotion out of all of the other emotions that you're feeling right now. Pick one really strong one that you really, really want to feel, and home in on that and amplify that. So imagine that there is a dial in front of you. And each time you turn that dial a quarter of the way, that emotion becomes stronger and stronger. And we're turning it a quarter of the way again. So we're halfway there. And it's stronger again. Turning it a quarter of the way again. And that emotion is getting even more stronger, until we've actually turned it a full 180 degrees, and that emotion is 100% more stronger than what it was previously. And take a few deep breaths in and feel that emotion. And just notice what you would be thinking as you're feeling that. Notice what you would be seeing while you're feeling that. Notice what sensations are going through your body as you're feeling that. Notice what you would be thinking to yourself as you're feeling that. Notice the actions you would be taking, and the positive, more resourceful decisions you would be making. And just really home in on that emotion. That's it. You can do it. All right, now slowly, on a count of 10, drift back to the here and now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're back into the here and now. Okay, now I want you to try and access the previous state that you were in. So the previous emotions, the previous thoughts that you had. And if you can't access that anymore, then great. Otherwise, we will anchor again with that same symbol or object or part of your body. All right, so are you ready to go back in? Remember that this is working on your subconscious level, and it is bringing it to your conscious. All right, so this time think of another emotion, a really, really good, positive, strong emotion that you want to feel. And now think back to a time when you felt that emotion and when everything was going right and you had really positive, resourceful decisions you'd made and really, really positive, resourceful actions that you took. And you achieved what you wanted to achieve. All right. Now bring into that those new positive beliefs that you wrote down on that piece of paper. Bring those in there. So just think them to yourself. And as you think them to yourself, pick another emotion, a really strong emotion. Okay, now once you've got that emotion, I want you to go into that emotion, go into that state. Think about all of the positive, resourceful actions you'll be taking. Think about all of the positive, resourceful decisions you'll be making. And think about how much your life will change as a result of that. Now, just think of the dial again in front of you, and we're turning it a quarter of the way around already. And that feeling is becoming stronger. Take a few deep breaths in. And we're turning it a quarter of the way around again. And that emotion is becoming even more stronger. And those positive beliefs are becoming even more and more present. And we'll turn it a quarter of the way again. And notice just how strong that positive emotion is and those new thoughts and those new beliefs going through your mind right now. Notice what you're thinking and feeling right now. And we'll turn it yet again to that final quarter. And that emotion is getting even more stronger. Now put all of that, all of those positive thoughts, emotions, sensations, all of the positive actions that you've thought of, all of the positive decisions that you've thought of, and also put all of your new positive beliefs into that thing, that object, that piece of your body that you're touching, that symbol that you're imagining. Put all of those into it and watch them go into it. Keep breathing as you're in that state. That's it. Now I want you to, on the count of 10, come back to the here and now. All right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, so what I want you to do now is try and access that old state of mind, those not so resourceful thoughts, actions, beliefs, and feelings that you had. And then I want you to put your hand on that anchoring spot, or imagine that that symbol, or touch the anchoring object that you want to touch, and change that state. You've done really well today. So every time you get into a negative, not so resourceful state, do that anchoring technique. You don't have to be in it for quite as long as we did today. All you need to do is imagine that symbol, or touch that object that you want to be anchored to, or touch that body part that you were touching during this anchoring session. All it takes is not even a minute for you to touch that and to go back into that positive state. And then from that, do those positive actions that you thought of. Keep feeling those positive emotions. Keep believing those positive beliefs. And you'll find that this will help you many, many, many times when you go into a darker, negative, less resourceful state. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.